You are listening to the Mulligans and Hackers podcast. Two average guys discussing all things golf. Equipment, courses, the professional game, and even their own golf experiences. Your hosts are Alvin and Chris. This is Mulligans and Hackers, powered by the 36 a Day Golf Company.
All right, Mulligans and Hackers Golf, podcast episode number 141.
Week 6 of the MNP Cup.
Yeah, Royal Birkdale.
Royal Birkdale. I don't think we've played this course before.
No, it was not on any of the previous years of the MNP Cup. I've never played this course on the simulator outside of this. So this was a very linksy style course.
And I think it was like
and narrow fairways.
And 6,300 plus yards.
Yeah, and pot bunkers.
Yeah.
If there's anything I remember about that, you get in the pot bunkers, you're kind of hooped.
Yeah. So Alvin starts off again, hole number 1, par 4. Let's just blow this up to start. Hit a terrible tee shot, duffed my second shot, put my third shot 90 yards from the fair. I'm still 90 yards from the fairway after my third shot.
Oof.
Go. Hit the green with my fourth shot, and right off the bat, you 3-putt.
Oh,
so I took a triple to start on hole number 1 Royal. And
what is it with you? Holes number 1, 9, and 10.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just I don't know if it's in my head or like. So then we get on the hole number 2, which is par 4. Hit a pretty decent drive on this one. Hit a really good second shot, but it went in the deep rough. But from the deep rough, I chipped it inside of the green. Again, short game bailing me out here for the tap-in gimme par. So I'll take that. Hole number 3, par 4. And this is where I get in trouble again. A decent drive. Second shot goes in the rough. Put my third shot on, and I 4-putted.
You 4-putted?
I did.
Jesus.
I had a 30-footer to start. I put it to within 8 feet. This is where I thought I tapped it, but I fucking hammered it through the ring and it went out the side.
Yeah.
And then my putt coming back, I got it inside of the ring. I 4-putted hole number 3. So take another 7. So that's 2 triples and a par to start. So 6 over through 3. So now we got to start bearing down, right? Like we got to start playing some golf here.
A little rough
to start. Hole number 4, par 3. I duffed my tee shot, only put it 80 yards. Second shot, I put it in the sand. Third shot, put it inside of the green for the gimme bogey. So I kind of bailed myself out of that one with my sand game. Hole number 5, par 4. Hit a decent drive. Hit my second shot on the green. Left myself with a 34-foot putt, but I got it inside. I put it to within a foot.
Attaboy.
For the gimme par. Hole number 6, par 5. Hit a decent drive. Kind of put my second shot off to the right in the deep rough. Got my third shot to within 14 feet of the pin, so I was happy with that. Made a 16-foot putt, left it 2 feet short, and for the tap-in gimme par on hole number 6. So again, back-to-back pars, trying to just
eke one out.
Well, trying to stop the bleeding, right? Because I'm in trouble here already. 6 holes in.
Got to stop the hemorrhaging.
I got to stop. Yeah,
start
it was hemorrhaging, all right, and I just didn't have any fucking blood clotter. Hole number 7 is par 3. Again, didn't get anywhere around the greens on the front here. Put it in the deep rough. Tipped it back to the out of the deep rough. I had to put it back to the fairway, chipped it on the green, put it within 5 feet, gave me the tap-in bogey. Like I was in trouble on this one, and this is the one I put it in the bunker, and I actually had to go out sideways.
This one?
This was the one.
I thought that was on the back.
Unless this is the number 2 I had to do it on.
Yeah, because the pot bunker is like if you get up against the lip,
and again,
you can't go forward.
You can't go forward. And if you're putting them in and you're coming from a tee box to the green, you're literally putting it up against the lip, right?
Yeah, it's tough.
Hole number 8, par 4. Hit a decent drive. Came up short with my second, chipped it to within 11 feet. Didn't make the putt for a bogey. Hole number 9, par 4, decent drive, put it in the sand, got it out, and chipped it to within 3 feet for the gimme bogey on number 9. So this front 9 was tough for the Albinator. I only hit a couple of fairways. I hit 2 greens. The 2 greens I hit, I managed to par, but I got out of the front with a 45. So I was 10 over on the front. Woo! So
That's a tough.
I really got to fucking, bring my A game for the back 9 here.
All right. So I started first swing was 219 yards to the deep rough, left me 210 to the hole. I hit 157 yards, so left me 53 yards to the hole. So I hit next one I put on the green, and then I had 12 feet, a 12-foot putt for par, and I drained it. Started with a nice par save on the first hole, which is great. Hole 2, another par 4. It 224, left me 166 yards to the hole. Again, I hit 146 yards, ended up in the sand, 23 yards out from the hole. I chipped on, and then again, I had an 8-footer and I made it. So I start the round draining putts on holes 1 and 2 for pars.
Solid.
Hole 3, par 4. I hit a 235-yard tee shot. Hit the green. I'm 13 feet out from the hole. Drain the 13-footer for a birdie. So holes 1, 2, and 3, I made my putts, and I'm 1 under through 3. Hole 4, I ended up in the sand. It was a par 3. Got on the green. I had a 25-footer. I putted it to within less than 1 foot of the hole. I had to take the tap in bogey. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Back to even at this point, right?
Yeah, back to even. Hole 5, hit a good drive off to the fairway. I left myself with a 45-footer on the green. I putted it to inside 4 feet and picked up the gimme to take the par. Hole 6, par 5. Hit kind of a poor fairway shot actually, or poor drive onto the fairway. Second shot I hit further on my second ball than I did on my tee shot.
You probably use 6 iron.
I probably did, because that's typically what I would do. So that left me about 18 yards to the hole. And I overshot the green, which I had to chip back onto. And I chipped it to within a foot and tap in. So good little cleanup. Hole 7, I came up, or I was deep 14 yards. So I chipped back again, tipped it inside the ring, pick up the tap in par. Hole 8, par 4, hit a decent drive. Second shot wasn't great. Left me about 15 yards. Again, I overshot the green, and then had to chip on, leaving me 25 feet from my par. And I putted it 21 feet, left it with 4 feet short. So ended up inside the ring anyways, but getting the bogey. Hole 9, hit a decent drive, decent approach shot. I had 14 feet left. I put it to within less than a foot, tapped in for par. So on the front, I finished 1 over with a 36. I hit 3 fairways and 3 greens with 13 putts. So not terrible.
What did you finish? 1 over?
1 over 36.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. Again, for how I bashed it around the front 9.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't really compare our games per se. But...
Well, again, we kind of can. You got yourself out of trouble and kept yourself in the fairway. And this was a course that you had to kind of be fairway or first cut.
Well, and this is what my concern was coming in, because I'm like, there's a lot of pop bunkers there that are like, if you spray a little bit and you get in one of those, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so I kind of got it out of my game of, fairway hitting fairways and trying to maintain my fairway play, because I kind of spray and praying all over the goddamn course on the front.
This was not a course that you wanted to spray and pray on because it was very deep rough.
So make the turn, go to hole number 10, par 4, hit a decent drive on the fairway, put my second shot on the green, gave me a 26-foot putt, put it to within 2 feet for the tap in, give me par. So make the turn on the back 9. Okay. Starting right. Hole number 11, par 4. Hit my first drive in the deep rough. Put my second shot just up short. Chipped it to within 13 feet of the hole. Made the 13-foot putt for par.
Oh boy.
So even through the first 2 on the back. So plus 10 through 12 now.
Yeah, you're doing okay.
Kind of bringing it back. Kind of bringing it back here.
10 through 11.
Yep. Or plus 10 through 11. Sorry. Hole number 12, par 3. Duffed my first shot. Duffed my second shot. Put my third shot to within 7 feet. Missed the 7-footer. This was one of those lip outs.
Yeah.
For a double, which kind of brought me right back to bogey golf, and I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch." Hole number 13 was a par 4. Hit a very poor tee shot into the deep rough. Put my second shot, hit a decent second shot back to the fairway. Third shot on the green, and I had a 54-foot putt because I barely just got it on the green, and I 3-putted for a double. Ooh. So here we go. We're back-to-back double. The game is kind of getting away from me here.
Not the kind of double you like.
Nope. Hole number 14, par 3. Hit my first shot into the sand. Did not get out of the pot bunker. Hit my third shot onto the green. 2-putted for another double. Back to back doubles.
Oof, that hurts.
So the game is kind of gotten away from me. The scoring has gotten away from me. There's really no way I can bring this back with 3 holes to go, 4 holes to go. I'm trying to just stop the bleeding here. Hole number 15, par 5. Again, hit it into the deep rough off the tee box. I can't find the fairway today. Put it back onto the fairway. Hit my third shot into the deep rough. I'm laying 4 here. I hit my 4th shot into the ring for a gimme bogey.
Nice.
For a gimme par on that one. I actually came out of that with a par because short game did me some favors there. Wasn't doing me a lot of favors all day. Hole number 16, par 4. Again, a terrible tee shot. Put it in the fairway bunker. Had to chip out. Put it on the fairway. Third shot got me on the green, and barely missed my putt for the par. Had to take a bogey on 16 as well. Hole number 17, par 5. Again, a terribly short. I hit the fairway, but it was a terribly short shot. Hit a decent second shot. Third shot duffed it into the deep rough. 4th shot didn't hit the green. 5th shot hit the green, but I made a 12-footer for a bogey on the par 5. Again, made a decent putt for a bogey. It's not doing me any favors and not helping much here. Hole number 18, par 5. Hit a decent drive on the fairway. Finish off with a freaking good drive. My second shot into the deep rough. Third shot, I'm about 23 yards off the green. And this was the one I holed it out for a birdie on 18.
Nice.
And I think I was more mad that I hold that fucking shot out for a birdie on 18 than I was literally for the entire day of just fucking it around. I was like, I could never hole out for a birdie to make a round, we'll say a +4 or a +5. Never do that.
Never.
But fuck, I hold out to make my round, whatever the hell it was here. I think, what did I shoot? 45 on the front?
Yes, 45 over on the front.
And 44 on the back for an 89, which put me in a plus, with my handicap, +11 for the tournament. I finished way down on the leaderboard, way outside of the
low 30s.
Yeah, well, again, there's 43 people in the league, and I think I was like 39.
something like that.
So this one actually put me outside of the playoff run here. Now I'm going to have some work to do going forward for the next few weeks to try and get myself back into the playoff position, which is, inside of 30, which is 32 and inside. Rough day, and it does kind of suck that I had a rough day here, and it pretty much like I have to play lights out for the remaining. How many weeks we got left? This was week 7.
3, 4.
Is this week 7?
Yeah, this week.
So we got 3 more weeks because there's 10 weeks.
There's only 10.
Yeah,
And then playoffs.
Ooh. So I got 3 weeks.
And the last 3 weeks are all double.
Yes, and I know personally that even when I finish inside of the 32, it really doesn't help my positioning. But if I play bad, it really hurts my positioning. So I got a lot of work to do coming up.
It's hard, man, because like you have to be like if you don't finish below your handicap, you have no chance to win strokes.
Even if you shoot your handicap, you have literally very slim chance of moving up a leaderboard.
Oh, dude, I've basically been very consistent this year. I've had one bad week where I was kind of where you were this week. That was like my second or third week, and I just kind of, but I counteracted that with a top 5 or a top 10 in like the second week or whatever it was. But outside of that, I've been like 13 to 20 at 1 or 2, maybe 3 over my handicap pretty well the entirety of the time, and I cannot make any ground.
Right, it's literally just keeping you inside of the top 20.
100%. I can't make up any ground, and a lot of times I actually lose ground.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, sure, that makes lots of sense. So I made the turn. I hit a good drive, hit a good approach. Left me a 20-foot putt. I put it three feet past, tap in par. Hole 11 par 4. Hit a good drive, hit a good approach shot, or a decent approach shot. I had 25 feet to the hole, and I drained the 25-footer for a birdie on hole 11. So that was a nice one. Hole 12, par 3, missed the green. Ended up, actually, I missed the green twice. I missed the green on the first shot, missed the green on the second shot, missed the green on the third shot, chipped it to within a foot for a tap-in bogey. So how the hell do you not hit a green on a par 3 until your third shot? That's horrendous.
And still make bogey.
Yeah, and still make bogey. Hole 13, par 4, hit an okay drive. Second shot was okay. Third shot, I put it to about 21 feet, putted to a foot away from the hole for a tap-in bogey. Hole 14, par 3. Again, I came up short, 10 yards short. And then I chipped on within 3 feet for a tap-in par. Fucking par 3s that day were just giving me grief, apparently. Hole 15, I had an okay drive, par 5. Hit an okay second shot, hit an okay third shot, left me a 20-foot putt. I put it to within 4 feet for the tap-in par. So all in all, not bad. Didn't hit any really great shots in that hole, but still got out of there with a par. Hole 16, hit a good drive, hit a good approach shot in the way that it got me on the green, but it left me a 53-footer on hole 16. So I made the putt. I put it to within less than a foot for a tap-in par. Hole 17, par 5, hit a good drive, hit a poor second shot, a poor third shot. I was still 16 yards out from the green. I chipped on and put it within the ring for a nice tap. Save par. I was looking at 17 and 18 thinking I could have an opportunity here to get some strokes, and it just didn't work on 17. 18, hit a decent drive. My second shot didn't come out great. I hit it. It was into the deep rough. Third shot, I was able to muscle it onto the green. I had a 19-foot putt. I putted it to within 3 feet and then tapped in for a par. So on the back, on the front, I was 1 over 36. On the back, I was also a 1 over 38 for a 74. So plus 274. And with my handicap, it was a +1, I believe.
And where does that put you in the stand? Is that just at +1?
It put me at, so I was plus 1 on my handicap. And in this round, out of 43 golfers, I finished 18th that week. 18th out of 43 golfers when I'm plus one on my handicap.
Just inside the
inside of the top 20.
top 20.
I mean, to give you an idea, there was 3 other golfers that finished at plus one that finished ahead of me based on whatever the tiebreaker criteria is. And then 14 and 13 were even par. Everybody 12 and higher that finished 1 to 12 was -1 or better. And the guy that ended up winning this week was 8 under his handicap. And the guy who finished second was 7 under his handicap.
That's some solid golf playing right there.
Right? And then, I mean, the next 3 and 4 were 4 under, and then 5 was 3 under. So, I mean, I would expect like a 3 or 4 under your handicap to be a typical weekly win. But I mean, I think was it last week? Was it last week at Riviera? What was the crazy win? No, I think it's the next week. I think it's our week 7 when we go to TPC Sawgrass. I think that's where the crazy score is on the winner. And it's just wild.
And so that is our next week number 8. Or week number 8?
Week 7.
Week 7, TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah,
of course, that I don't mind playing.
So the TPC is sawed grass.
Sawed grass.
So we're playing from the white tees. So we'll have, let me see here. The white tees will be 6421, 6,421. It's in Ponte Verde, Florida. Couple long par 4s, but nothing too crazy. And yeah. Be a par 72, 6,421 yards.
6,421 yards.
He's a long one.
He's a long one. But again, we've played this course a few times, and I'm not intimidated by it.
Yep.
So after this brutal week, I have to have a solid round at TPC, and got to try and get back into the playoff hunt here. Because I'm on the outside looking in now.
Yeah, you got some work to do. That last week didn't do you any favors,
Nope.
And then this week
This
didn't do
week
you
was
any
brutal.
favors.
Yeah,
last week did you some favors, but
I played solid last week. I really kind of pooch here, and this week.
Well, the goal is to not too far off if you can, because
Right.
as long as you're right around that 30 to 32 spot or 30 to 34, 35 spot, you still have a chance.
But again, my handicap is 6.
Yep.
I haven't hit that. I haven't played that all year.
One time.
Nope, not once. Not once have I been a 6. Have I
Oh,
shot
no,
6 over?
sorry. They take 80%. So
Right.
I think you're an 8,
Yeah.
actually.
So
technically you're an 8.
it's tough for me to get those numbers on these courses, especially when they're long and I'm in short off the tee. But
so here's what I think. And I've been thinking about this a little bit. I think that if you're going to take 80% of a person's handicap, you do that for the guys in the top 10.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, we have probably 10 to 15 of the best golfers in the city playing in this league. And yes, we're playing we're playing supposed handicaps, but there's no chance for you to compete with them on a stroke to stroke basis.
The way I look at it is you can go back through the 7 weeks now.
Yep.
And the same half a dozen guys are in the top 6.
Always.
The same couple of guys are always competing for the wins. I mean, I do think only one person at this point has 2 wins in the net.
Yeah,
but everybody that has a win is inside of the top 10, and nobody else is getting an opportunity in there. And I'm not going to have an opportunity. I'm just going to play. So there has to be a better way to try and get this field leveled out to where if a 10 handicap guy has a really solid week, he actually can compete for first place.
Well,
I look at
you can't gain ground. It's just impossible.
Yeah. Right. So,
but I mean, again, you're technically an 8 handicap, right? And I'm technically a 2, but because they take 80%, I play as a 1 and you play as a 6. So you're losing 2 strokes right there
to the field.
And
then we look at all these guys finishing up in the top 10 and they're 2, 3, 5, 10 under their handicap. Yeah. Well, I can't shoot that.
No.
And I'm not going to shoot that one.
And I mean,
200 yards off the tee.
No, and when we talk about handicaps, that's supposed to be like what you're capable of scoring. You shouldn't consistently be beating your handicap.
But again, how do you get a 1 handicap and a 6 handicap in the same field? You change tee boxes.
100%. I mean, the AGT has been doing it for years, right? With their own flights and stuff. But I mean, you don't have to go different flights, but you do have to give, you should be playing at least a tee box or two ahead of me.
Yep.
And I should be playing a tee box or two ahead of the minus handicap guys.
You bet.
And that's how you do it, right? You have, if you're, plus handicaps, then you play these tee boxes. If you're, a 0 to 3 handicap, you play these ones. If you're a 3 to 6, you play these ones. If you whatever.
Yep.
And then that's how you get an advantage, right?
Well, that's how you kind of balance the field.
Yeah.
Because again, this is my 3rd year playing in this league, and I've never, I don't know, maybe have I ever finished in the top 10?
No.
Probably not,
No.
right? Never.
So, dude, I fluked out and finished in the top 10 the 1 week. That was it.
So I mean, that's just.
But that was only.
What's for guys like me? What's the incentive to spend $300 and go play this?
Just to get swings.
Just to get swings. Right?
Yeah. So, other than that, there's no reason. I mean, we literally, the chances of us winning are very slim. But
that's just our rant on me playing shitty golf.
Yeah, simulator league golf, right? I mean, it's
we knew what we were getting into when
summertime. It's almost springtime.
Hey,
golf is around the corner, buddy.
Tarps came off Henderson Lake this past weekend.
Ooh, I like it.
I heard today, and I don't know when this is coming out, so this might be a little off, that Red Cliff is opening in at least a couple of weeks.
I seen that they posted a bunch of help signs and a lot of things, so they will probably be one of the first ones to get going.
Yeah. So it's coming. It's right around the corner.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Chomping at the bit to get this, to get the real shit on the go here.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyways, that's episode 141. We will catch you next time with
PPC.
Yeah, with PPC Sawgrass. Later.